Hi, I'm Jack Daniels. Welcome to Game Changers, the podcast for electronic gamers. Today, our guest is James LeBron, a gaming YouTuber with 40 million followers. James is here to talk about the world's worst digital game. Welcome, James.
Thanks, Jack.
So, James, what game do you think is the worst you have ever played?
WWE 2K20 definitely. I'm sure many gamers out there will agree.
Please tell us a bit about the game.
WWE 2K20 is a digital wrestling game based on the popular sports program, World Wrestling Entertainment. It was developed by Visual Concept, published by 2K Sports, and released in October 2019. It was available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows, but it died out 3 months after its release.
Really? Why is that?
WWE 2K20 was slammed by reviewers. It failed because it didn't include the latest 5G technology. The stage performance was riddled with bugs and glitches. The graphics distorted the characters' faces. Their bodies were broken up. The plot was slow and boring.
Oh, not good. How about the action control and the smoothness of the game?
The online mode was unplayable. There was no feature for costume change. It was impossible to control the character and play cooperatively with another gamer. It took a long time to boot up and load the matches. The only way to play this game smoothly was offline, by yourself.
That sounds pretty bad. Any other reason the game didn't last?
The market is saturated with digital games. Players do bulk research before buying. WWE 2K20 costs $60, and nobody is going to risk that kind of money on a badly reviewed game.
Any other factor contribute to the game's death?
The game was released during the economic downturn over Britain leaving the EU and the trade problems between USA and China. Even so, the video game industry grew by 4%, so there was no economic excuse for the game's failure.
What about COVID?
When COVID hit in 2020, people lost their jobs and spent less. But even if times are good, no sane person is going to buy a bad game. Anyway, the video game industry grew by 9% as people were in lockdown. WWE 2K20 was a critical and commercial flop due to its poor technology and nothing else.
Thank you, James, for sharing your experience.
My pleasure, Jack.